Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be looking at how to cut out wrappers using the pen tool in this tutorial. So we're going to go through a few images, just walking through how to use the pen tool. So first, this is just an example with Drake. So you can zoom in as much as you'd like, just to make things easier for you. So the first thing you want to do is just, of course, locate the pen tool, which will be located on the left-hand side bar. So you can either find it manually, or if you're on any other tool, you can hit P on your keyboard and it'll come up with the pen tool. So first thing, always just good practice to do is just unlock the layer and create a duplicate and create a layer mask. So when you finish the pen tool, you can easily just get rid of the background without having it completely cut, because if you cut it out, it's gone. Whereas in a layer mask, you can always bring it back by just adding some white to it, which I'll show you very soon. So with the thing with the pencil, you can also press spacebar to move the image around. Just hold it down and drag it around. And once you select P, you can always just create a nice starting point. So I might just start off from here. So you just, again, just left click, and basically you want to click a point where you want to do next. I want to pick here. See how it creates a straight line? So what you want to do basically is, okay, I've let go of it now, but you will be holding on to it. So click on it and keep holding on. And from there on, you see how you can move it around and it becomes curved. So curve it until it becomes a nice shape with his head. Yeah, that's sufficient enough. Similar thing, just keep curving it, click and curve, and just do you see how I was able to continue on? It's because on the rectangle, you basically hold down Alt on your keyboard and click in the center of it, and that gets rid of the point. So you can continue any way you like. I'll show you what happens if I don't do that. See, if I want to click here and continue, see it's automatically a curve, and it becomes just a weird shape. So again, Alt, cut that point off, and just continue. If you make any mistakes like I just did right now, just hit Control Z, and that should basically get rid of it. So I'm just gonna hold it down, and again, just curve it the best you can to his head. So some of these trickier ones, you can always just click, and you can basically move around any way you like until you reach a nice shape. So I've pretty much got that done. So the next thing is his ear, which I'll just do that. Continuing on, Control Z, hold it down, move it. Same thing, hold it down, move it, hold it down, move it around. So it's a pretty tedious thing to do, but it will give you one of the best outcomes. So his beard can be a little tricky. So basically, you just kind of estimate and find a feel for how you want the beard to look. I'm gonna kind of keep it curvy because that's just the way it is. I can see. So just around there, and just keep on doing that. Keep on doing that, and basically, once you have it done over there, you can just keep circling it, bringing it back around. So we have that done essentially, and now I'm going to start on his jacket. So here it's relatively straightforward. You can just create a straight line, do a bit of a curve if you need to or want to. This image will be in the description, or you can just find it off Google. Just search up Drake. It's fairly simple. Should come up with a lot of images, or even you can find the exact same one on Google. So I'm just going to keep going through these, just hold it here. We can see this one's a bit curved, so we just done that. Alt, and this one we might do a little U-bend here, just so it looks more, a little bit more seamless. So I'm just gonna hold it, move it around, a little bit of seamlessness. Yeah, okay. So now that we have that done, I'm gonna do one big curve for his arm. So that should be fine over there. So the thing with that one is when you've basically reached the bottom, it doesn't really matter too much. You can click wherever you want and basically just get ready to start the next point properly. So from here on out, we can see his jacket. It's just over here, and I'm gonna basically click, and I'm just gonna start it from here, and it's kind of gonna be a U. So yeah, just a U, and I'm basically gonna just hit. Just gonna go back and create the U again because it is just playing out. Yeah, there you go. And now I'm just gonna continue on. So with that being said, because you can see in this jacket there's quite a bit of curves, so you will need to do a little bit more curves just in this area just to show the authenticity of the jacket. Because if you just do like random shapes or one straight line, it wouldn't look as authentic. So you can see here it's a slight U. Just gonna cut it up here and just move around here as well. So once that's all done, I'm just gonna bring it back closer to his actual jacket. It looks a little bit more cleaner. So yeah, that is looking pretty good so far. Here I'm gonna do maybe just one big curve. So I'm just gonna select that and one big curve. And see how I'm too into this jacket, so that can be a problem. So I'm just gonna redo that a little bit more out, and just gonna select it. That should be fine. Sometimes it doesn't need to be exactly perfect, but yeah. So we're just gonna continue. This time we're just gonna do a little bit more straight over here as well, and I'm gonna curve it here. Just do a little bit of curve here. Yep. So once that's complete, you'll go onto this turtleneck, which you can do quite easily as well, just by the curving principles we've seen so far. So now is his ear, and we're about to connect it back up to the hair really soon. So I'm just gonna do a few big curves for his ears. That might look a little bit off, so I'm just gonna select again. So that looks pretty decent. And then now it's just his head, so you just click, and you can see his head on the side is fairly straight, but it's out a little bit. It's not exactly straight, so you can always just play around, bend it a little bit. But with the hairs, you can see that, and you can just bring it about. And same thing, you can just hold it and curve. And the last thing you want to do is basically you just want to connect it up to your starting point and just curve the final one. So once you've finished that, you can hit Control 0, zoom out all the way. Next thing you want to do is just hit Control Enter. One other thing you can do is go to your rectangular marquee tool, right click, and you can hit Load Selection. That will create a selection. But I'm just going to hit Control Enter. And this is where our layer mask comes in from the beginning, which is important. So you have the black, which you can bring out to the forefront and change the hardness to 0. And once you do that, you can start painting on. Make sure you get rid of the previous layer. Just select the eye tool, and from there, do you see how you can erase the background much more easily and how much of a clean cut it is? So once that's all done, see it's pretty much a really clean cut of Drake and his beard. And that's pretty much it for this tutorial. Thank you guys for watching so much. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to just subscribe if you really enjoyed this tutorial. And if there's any other questions you guys have, feel free to leave it in the comments. I'll always get back to you. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. See you in the next tutorial.